Hi guys, how are you? How's everyone been doing? It's been a while since I've been on astrolada.com. It's because, as some of you may know, I was co-organizing a retreat in Bulgaria, in Bansko, that included astrology, spirituality, and visit to sacred sites. So I had just come back from the retreat that for me was, I feel, a great success, a great learning, and a big thanks to the other organizers, Lada, Rosen Angelov, and Krasia Tasiu. I feel prepared to talk a lot about karma recently and about collective manifestation, which is what I've been doing for the past 2 years. But now I experienced it also live. Until now, I had only done online classes, but and with great success. People report all kinds of manifestation miracles when you start collectively visualizing, but it's not simply visualization. You engage all of your emotions, and there are a few other rules that we follow. But this was the first time that I had actually done collective manifestation live. And for me, this was a humbling and purifying experience, because I really felt the might of a group of people gathered together with the intention to improve each other's lives. So if you would like to get a taste of that, learn the Silva method and the extension of it, which I call the Heal and Learn method, because there are a lot of other things that I have added on to the Silva method. As you may know, the ones of you who have read the books of Jose Silva, you would know that he has only one book that he has written himself. Most of the books are co-authored, because the method itself, once you understand the basics, allows for a lot of tweaking and of designing of new tools and methodologies once you know the basic principles. So basically, this is exactly what I've done with the Heal and Learn method. I've enhanced it through my point of view, and it works really, really well. I'm starting my next course at the beginning of September, so do check it out. I'll put the link below. In the meantime, let's talk about something. Let's talk about something fun. Last time I talked about the removal of karma, or what karma is, and now I'm going to give you a quick exercise of how to remove it. And a disclaimer, this is a really quick exercise. Maybe it's not as profound, not as deep. You might have to do it a few times, but it's still going to work. All right. So the first thing is to identify the area of life in which you think you may have karma. And I have given a definition in the previous video that I did about 2-3 weeks ago on what is karma and how to recognize it. So once you see that you have karmic situation in a certain area of your life, what you do is you try to locate it in the screen, in your perception of the world. And this screen, the perception of the world outside of your visual world, so this is when you enter a meditative state, either in alpha or when you relax with other methods, not with the Silva method. In any case, most of the time you're going to be in alpha, if not deeper. I recommend you to work in alpha rather than in theta or in delta, because then you're not as active with your logical mind and you would need it to make decisions. So what you do once you're in a relaxed state of mind is try to locate with your feeling, using only your feeling, this ball or this object in your realm of perception around you and in you that represents this piece of karma. So as an example, if you have had unfortunate personal relationships, the first thing you do is you recall all the feelings, all the emotions, all the situations as much as possible that you relate with this feeling. And through association, you group them together by first going to the source, the first memory. You can relate to this feeling that the karma is causing you. So this usually goes back back in times from early childhood. Not necessarily, but most of the time. It could go back from previous lives as well. So go as far back as your consciousness allows you to perceive. And then by association, these images and these feelings will group this piece of karma together. So what you do then is you try to locate where this karma is coming from and give it a position. This is the position the karma has in the Akashic records. Okay, so what you can do then is to destroy karma with your intention and with your energetics. What you do then is you pull it closer to you and you increase the upward flow of energy. So there are two major flows, one coming from God running through you and going to earth, and the other one is going upwards from earth back to God. So you increase the upward flow. That means from earth going upwards. And at the same time, as you're holding this piece of karma, this ball that represents all your karma around this situation, you run this upward flow of energy through it and you make it turn into ashes, right? You destroy it with your imagination. Once you have gathered all the ashes, you can put them all together and bury them deep in the ground, as far as your imaginative hand can go, and you leave it there. You let earth transform the ashes of your karma, right? And so once you're back in your normal state of being, what you do next is you will have to replace the emptiness, the void that was just created by you removing this karma with the corresponding ideal state of being, state of reaction, ideal dharma, positive situation that you would like to have. So what you do then is you start creating the images, you start correcting. This is a very similar method to the silver method, but it's actually based on another system. But I can tell you that no matter what system, the principles, the basics of manipulating might sound like a bad word, but the basics of changing, transforming your reality are the same. So whichever method you use, it doesn't matter as long as you understand the principles, which are emotions and imagination, control your reality, and your intention. So with your intention and belief combined with emotions and the use of your imagination and the trust that what you're doing with your imagination works, this is basically how you work with the realm of consciousness, and it affects your life. Okay, so what you do then is you create images, situations, associations that fit your desired dharma, that will replace this ball with a different ball of energy. And so this other ball of energy, you take it again, you again charge it with the upward flow, but instead of destroying it, you're charging it. So the way to charge anything, any object, any idea, anything around your consciousness is through your third eye. So you let your upward flow go through your third eye and you direct the beam towards this imaginary new ball of information and energy. So you give it as much energy as possible using this upward flow, and you run it through your third eye like an arrow. You direct it towards this beam. You will slowly start feeling how this ball is expanding in terms of light. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing. Once you've given it enough energy, you place it exactly on the place where you had just taken off the previous karma. And that's the whole process. You can continue increasing the upward and downward flow, the connection to God and to earth, for a little while longer, just to make sure that you're stabilized. And basically this upward flow is the only thing that is needed for you to be healthy. No chakra work, nothing like that is really necessary as long as you're constantly in connection. All right, that was a quick summary of how to remove karma using energy information work. Thank you very much. Do check out the courses on Heal and Learn. See you.